the bravest hunter in Hadzabe, African country. In the vast and sun-baked savannas of northern Tanzania, where modern civilization fades into the rhythm of nature, there exists a tribe unlike any other. The Hadzabe people, one of the last true hunter-gatherer communities in the world, have survived for thousands of years by mastering the raw skills of the wild. In their small and tightly knit society, courage is not measured by status or wealth, but by the ability to face danger head-on, to feed the community, and to respect the spirits of nature. And among these brave men of the bush, one name echoes through the baobab trees and rocky hills: Mangola, the bravest hunter of the Hadzabe. Mangola is not a man of many words. He doesn't boast or exaggerate. His story isn't found in books or digital archives. It is spoken quietly by elders, whispered around fires, and told to children learning how to track their first antelope. His bravery is not a myth. It is rooted in acts that many Hadzabe men and women have witnessed. Acts that reflect the true essence of survival in one of the world's most unforgiving natural landscapes. Mangola became known as a fearless hunter when he was only 17. At an age when most boys are just learning to shoot arrows at birds, Mangola took down a full-grown warthog alone, a feat extremely rare among the Hadzabe. But it wasn't just the kill that impressed the elders. It was how he did it. The warthog charged him unexpectedly from behind a bush, and instead of retreating, Mangola stood his ground. With nothing but a handmade poison-tipped arrow and a deep understanding of animal behavior, he shot the beast at point-blank range. The warthog collapsed within seconds. He dragged it for nearly 3 kilometers back to his people, not for glory, but for food. But that was just the beginning. Mangola has since tracked leopards, navigated through dense thorn bush where black mambas slither silently, and faced elephants head-on, not to harm them, but to protect his people when the herds became aggressive. In one incident near Lake Ayasi, a group of women and children were collecting tubers when a lone bull elephant charged unexpectedly. With no time to organize a defense, Mangola ran toward the elephant, shouting and waving his bow to distract it. The elephant paused just long enough for the others to escape. That moment of selfless courage etched his name into Hadzabe oral history. What makes Mangola's bravery even more profound is the fact that Hadzabe hunters do not hunt with guns or modern traps. They rely on bows carved from Kamafora trees, arrows fletched with guinea fowl feathers, and a deep knowledge of the land passed from generation to generation. The arrowheads are often dipped in a poison made from desert rose sap or crushed beetle larvae, not to kill instantly, but to weaken the animal so it can be tracked. This form of hunting requires patience, skill, and absolute fearlessness. A wounded buffalo can turn into a deadly enemy. A careless footstep can attract predators. In such a world, bravery is not an act. It is a daily necessity. Mangola is also known for teaching the younger generation. While some Hadzabe youth are now drifting toward nearby towns like Mangola B or Karatu, tempted by modern life, Mangola has remained in the bush, taking time to train boys in how to read animal tracks, mimic bird calls, and respect the spirits of the land. He believes that the Hadzabe way of life must not die. To him, every hunt is sacred, and every meal shared is a sign of unity. His leadership is quiet but deeply respected. There are no medals in Hadzabe culture, no uniforms, no formal titles. Yet when elders speak of Mangola, their voices soften with admiration. When boys see him return from a hunt, his shoulders carrying meat, his feet bleeding from rocky paths, his eyes calm and focused, they know they are seeing something rare, a living embodiment of what it means to protect, provide, and persevere. Mangola's bravery is not about domination over nature. It is about living in harmony with it, facing danger not for ego, but for survival and spiritual balance. In Hadzabe belief, every animal killed must be honored. Every tree cut must be respected. Mangola lives by these codes. That is why the people trust him. That is why his name carries weight in a culture that values humility above showmanship. It's important to understand that the Hadzabe people are under increasing pressure. Their hunting territories are shrinking. Tourism is rising. Government interests and private land encroachment are threatening their ability to live as they always have. Yet men like Mangola remind us that there are still people who live not by profit, but by principle. Not by fear, but by ancestral courage. The story of the bravest Hadzabe hunter is not a tale of fantasy. It is a story of a man who still walks barefoot through thorns, guided by the wind, shadows and instincts that most of the modern world has long forgotten. Mangola is not just a hunter, he is a guardian of tradition, a warrior of wisdom, a living reminder that true bravery is silent, sacred, and deeply human. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.